Hey guys, hope you are doing well. Happy Saturday. Today I wanted to talk a bit more about worry and anxiety. So, anxiety or worry is something that is a part of a human experience, obviously, and we do experience some kind of a worry on a daily basis. But today we're going to be talking about when is it excessive, when is it normal, and everything around it. So, first of all, if you're experiencing worry and anxiety because of the events that are happening in the present moment, this is very normal reaction of your nervous system. So when you are, for example, about to have an important meeting, or maybe your boyfriend breaks up with you, in that moment you will feel anxiety, you will feel unwell. That is nothing alarming, although very uncomfortable, obviously. If you feel worry and anxiety before you have an important exam or anything of a kind, when you receive some bad news, it's a normal reaction. And the reason why is because your body is sensing danger and it's reacting to that danger. So, this is something that we have from far, far back when this would be the reaction to any type of danger we would be around. For example, a bear is chasing us and our body will react in this way. However, if you're experiencing worry and anxiety because of the events that have not happened yet, so future events or about events that happened in the past that are still bothering you, then we have a problem, and this is something that we consider not not something that you should be experiencing, basically. So this is something you're going to need to work on. And a lot of people live in the future or in the past or both. Very few people live in the present moment. And usually, to live in the present moment, you have to really be mindful and practice it, because we just automatically go into the future and we're always worried about what's going to happen in the future, if we're going to have enough money, if our ex is going to come back, if our partner will stay with us, if they're going to leave. So there's a million worries that we have about the future, and we create all sorts of scenarios in our head, usually the worst case scenarios, and we worry and worry and worry, and half of these things, more than half, I think 90% of these things never happen that we are worried about. But we spend our present moment thinking about those things and worrying about those things, and this is absolutely something that majority of the people do, and that is absolutely a big block for everything. Also, people that live in the past that are still anxious about some things they did in the past, they overthink the past. I should have done this, I should have said that, if only this happened. They can't let go of the past. That is the same case scenario, obviously. So what is important, guys, is to practice living in the moment, in the present. And often we go through our days and our present moments without fully experiencing them, and we're just thinking about the future, worrying about the future, or thinking about the past. But we are not living in the present moment, which is the most important and precious moment that you have. So I want for all of us to experience the present moment all the time. So be very mindful when you are doing something, be present in that activity, because often you will do a chore or a task or something, and your mind will be in the future. Am I right? And it will not be in the present moment. And it should be in the present moment, guys. So if you are, I don't know, reading something, pay full attention to stuff you're reading. If you're listening to this audio, pay full attention to this audio. If you are running, pay full attention onto your movements, how your body feels. Do not overthink things that haven't happened yet and most likely will never happen. So, guys, practice mindfulness, living in the moment, living in the present. It's very important for your vibration. It will help your overall well being, because anxiety is usually about the future. It is also about the past, but mostly about the future. And we experience anxiety in our normal present life, absolutely. But this is something that is short term. So you will have an uncomfortable moment, you will feel anxious or worried in that moment, and then it passes, and that's normal. But if you're experiencing anxiety on a daily basis because of the past or because of the future, then we have a problem. And the best way to cure that problem is living in the present moment, focusing on the present moment. Present moment is actually what we have at this time, because the past is finished, the past is over, it ended. So the past is done. You're overthinking something that is finished. Why are you doing that? It's done. You have the present now. You do not have the past. And the future has not happened yet. So you are basically creating scenarios about something that hasn't even happened yet. Why? You have the present. And with this present moment, you actually can, yes, you can, see where the energies will go in the future. It depends on the present moment. This is why the present moment is the most important thing. How do you feel in the present moment? What's your mindset like? These are all the things that lead to your future outcomes, because our reactions and our actions, they all come from our mindset, from our beliefs, limiting or not, from all of that is where we react and act a certain way and react to certain things in a certain way, and that forms our future. So present moment, guys, is the most important thing. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about, and these are all the ideas that I actually got from coachings, because I can actually see how the majority of the people think and all of those stuff that are really important. And then, I can share some stuff here as well for people who are not in coaching, so they can kind of see if they're doing the same things. Okay. So I want to read you one quote. Well, not read, tell you one quote that I don't remember whose quote this is. I'm sorry. It was some scientist or a doctor, but it is that your biggest enemy is uncontrolled mind. Yes, uncontrolled mind. Because guess what? You should be in control of your mind, of your emotions, of your reactions, and you're letting all of that go autopilot. Because basically, what is controlling them is your past experiences, your limiting beliefs, all of those things, and not you. So take control over those things, because yes, you can. And like I said, your biggest enemy is uncontrolled mind. Because if you're feeling that anxiety about the future all the time, that means that you are not in control of your emotions. If you are feeling anxiety, if your ex doesn't reply to you or doesn't reply as soon as possible or whatever it is, if you're feeling, lousy because that hasn't happened, basically if your life is revolving over a text, over some reply to a text message, it means that you do not control your emotions. You have given that control to that person, and now they control your emotions, because if they don't reply, or if they don't reply in a way you would like, your mood is ruined. You are feeling like you're gonna die, and this is not you controlling your emotions. So, guys, it's extremely important for different reasons. Number one is obviously your health, your benefit, your mental health. Because if you don't control your emotions, you feel anxious, you don't feel good, you are not capable of doing anything. You just think about a certain thing. You can't focus on anything else, just that person that left or that person that is not replying. This is extremely unhealthy. This is not normal state. I hope you understand that. This is something you need to work on. Another reason why it's so important to be in the present moment and to really be mindful about everything is our actions and our reactions that do um, but that do show what our future will be like, because future is not something that is set in stone. It's not something that is necessarily fully faded. It does depend on us a lot. So have you, this is the example that I love to give. Did you ever, as kids, have that book? I think it's called Choose Your Adventure, but there is different types of this book. I had this type of books when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved them. So basically, in those books, they are not just written as stories where something just happens, but you are actually in control of your character. And you can choose, for example, if you go left or if you go right at a crossroad, you will have different versions of the story. If you go left, you're going to have completely different version than if you go right. So I think those books are really good because they show you at an early age how your actions and reactions will form your life. And your actions and your reactions actually do depend on your mindset, because you choose what you do or you choose how to react based on how you are feeling inside, based on your limiting beliefs on everything that is going inside of yourself, that is going on, sorry, inside of yourself. This is how you react, this is how you act. And when you are very emotionally disbalanced, your reactions will be, you will not think them through. You will just automatically have a reaction, which will usually be something that is not, good for you. Let's put it like that. That is not good for you. And you're going to think that this is just how you are, this is just what you do. But that's you on autopilot. That's you allowing your past traumas and your limiting beliefs to control your mind. And you shouldn't be doing that. You can control your mind, and you're going to have a happier, healthier life if you do that. So, being in the present moment, guys, practice it. Every time you are always in the present moment. You're in the present moment right now. And where is your mind? Just try to kind of track that. If you are, for example, doing yoga or, I don't know, working out, whatever, where is your mind? What are you thinking about? Are you overthinking something that happened ages ago? Are you thinking about some worst case scenario from the future? Are you doing those things? If you are, then this is something you need to work on. Practice mindfulness, practice meditation. It can really be good just for practicing being in the present moment, because it's important to kind of clear your mind from all of these worries and anxieties and be in the present. And like I said, this is something that majority of the people have a problem with. Majority of the world population, trust me, and majority of my clients. And very few people are actually in the present moment. And if they are, those will be the people that did the work. It just doesn't come just like that. The people that practiced mindfulness and being in the present moment, that have done the vibrational work. So do it as well. See the changes. Enjoy your life. Life is not just about, pain and growth and lessons. It's also fun. It should be. It's also beautiful. There's so many beautiful things about life that you should be experiencing, and all you experience is worry about the future. Come on, guys. Let's be happy.